All right, hey, it's Rossstar. I'm hanging out here at MUSINK. I may be one of the only people here today without tattoos, so your booth actually caught my attention because it's something different.
There you go, yeah.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Joe Van Dyke. I'm an artist. I do all different pins and prints and t-shirts and stuff. Yeah.
Before we get started on our tour, do you have any ink to show the camera today, or are you in my club?
Some, but it's just legs and upper arms, nothing.
Just legs and upper arms.
Nothing too crazy.
What about your first tattoo? You want to tell us what the very first one you got was?
The first tattoo was my whole upper arm when I was a teenager.
Wow, that's a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. But that was all just back in the day now, man, when I started. But I never really went too heavy with tattoos, but I like the culture of them. I like them. Yeah.
It looks good. You know what? When you were a teen in the early 2000s, that looks like a good tattoo.
Exactly. There you go.
Let's get it started, man. Give us a tour.
All right, cool. So most of my business is pins. I design all these different lapel pins. So if you take a look, you'll see I've got these different displays with all different pins in the bins down here, and it's all just anything I like, whether it's inspired by movies, music, random stuff, TV, just whatever calls out to me, I'll do a design and make some pins from it.
I think some of these are really unique. For example, David Wallace. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do a David Wallace pin.
Exactly. They've got to send those motivational pins to all the employees at Dunder Mifflin.
What made you choose him over anyone else in the office?
That particular pin, the concept was as if everyone in the office has to wear it. That's why it's like a motivational pin. It says "Never give up," David Wallace.
It's better than his other quote, "Suck it," right?
It will suck it is definitely good, but this one, the joke is that it's actually for the employees. All they have to wear it whether they want to or not.
Got it.
Like forced flair from Dunder Mifflin. That's why it's got the logo on there. So sometimes I'll have some weird concepts like that and just make a pin from it.
Well, let's continue on here, Steve. Let's see what we got. We got obviously Star Wars, of course.
My favorite.
Yeah, it's Darth Vader with a Dole Whip.
We got vegan stop sign. Are you a vegan?
I was for a while. I'm not as much anymore, but I was for about 3 years solid. Now I'm plant-based a lot, but I also eat some meat.
Okay, I understand. I got you. We got Mousetrap, the game.
Yep.
Also,
classic, man, from when I was a kid.
Have you ever seen the movie with Hugh Laurie? Not based on the game, but similar.
No, I have not seen that movie.
It's called Mousetrap, and it's from the 80s. Really good movie.
Damn, I need to see that. I have not seen that movie. That's awesome.
Yeah.
If he likes the, the Little Mermaid. Remember it had a dick on the cover?
Yeah, of course. Do I remember? Of course.
So I just made it into a pin. Check it out.
When you do something like that, do you have to go under the radar when you're taking something with Disney involved?
Nope. I don't care.
If
they wanted me to not sell it, then they could send me a cease and desist.
That's
no big
great.
deal.
So you just don't give a
don't give a shit at all.
Don't give a shit at all.
Nope.
You got Walt's head?
Neither does anybody in the entire pin game. So anyone out there listening, it's all unlicensed.
Wait,
send everybody in the pin game a cease and desist.
How deep is this pin game?
It's super deep. Just search the hashtag on Instagram.
Wow.
There's hundreds and hundreds of makers kind of doing all different pins and stuff.
So what was the first pin you ever made? Is it here or that's long
Yeah,
gone?
the very first pin I launched as Nerdpins is the Mendel's box. It's from Wes Anderson's Grand Budapest Hotel. This was this is the first pin I launched.
So
that was 3 years ago now.
Yeah, I was saying not that long ago then.
Yeah, I
started
the company 3 years ago. So it's just based on anything that I like.
See what else stands out here. Elephant in the room.
There you go. Just let him out.
What it means, right? Let him out. Elephant in the room. Do you take suggestions from people, or you just only do what you want to do?
People give them to me all day. I hear tons of suggestions.
Have you ever taken one or no?
Sure. Yeah, if it's something that I feel like doing, I might, I have a list of 500 ideas I haven't even got to yet of my own, but I always like hearing what people like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We got some games. We got Joust. Yeah, we got Joust and Space Invaders. Some pinball games. Georgie.
Arcade, some pinball.
Got a booty emoji right there. It's wonderful.
Got an eggplant on the way. It'll be its partner.
You got. My friend told me I had to watch the Slobby Robbie show. I couldn't get into it though.
Oh, it's so good. And
try again.
That's an actual collab with Robbie himself. He launched the pins too. So I did that. We just launched that pin yesterday. Believe it or not, it's a brand new.
I got to try again. I watched it for 2 minutes. I didn't know what I was watching. I kind of got distracted.
He's like a vintage madman. It's amazing. But yeah, we teamed up to collab on that pin, so that was pretty sweet.
That's great. So people are finding you.
Oh yeah, yeah. I collab with all kinds of people.
Amazing.
Do shows all over. If you look back there, you'll see I designed myself as a Garbage Pail Kid.
Yeah, that's cool. I had hundreds of stickers on my wall growing up.
There's a Bard up here too, but I had to do one of me also.
That's so cool. And then over here, Steve,
so these are all prints. Yeah, so a lot of times you'll see some of the pin art as a print. Like, for instance, the Clash, this is a pin I did. But I do them as all different types of prints too. So like, for instance, he liked the Dole Whip with the Vader. It's a whole series of villains with Dole Whips.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You got, and What are the odds?
Yeah, we've got the boys playing tonight from my hometown. So I'm from Jacksonville originally, so it's gonna be a lot of fun tonight when they play.
What was your first Limp Bizkit show, or would it be today?
It was when they were big. I saw them when I was a kid, like in '96, when they did the like a Coliseum show in Jacksonville. They were blowing up at that point. It was awesome. Yeah.
Well, great, man. Anything else you want to add before we go?
Yeah, I mean, follow my brand Nerdpins on Instagram. I'm always launching new stuff, and whatever I find amusing or something I like, I'll do. So I pretty much launch a couple, on average, like 2 pins a week. So I'm always putting out new stuff. So feel free to come on board, man. Don't sleep on it.
Support this entrepreneur.
There you go.
And have a great day.
Yeah, that young hustle.